Hi guys, this is Isa. Welcome back to Ex Voces Aeteris and new guidance of the world's water. Why did I change the name of my channel? Before I start, quickly explain to you, it's because I changed the name of my French channel and I wanted to have a similar, the exact same name in English to simplify things for people to seek on YouTube. It's as simple as that. I'm still Isa, I'm still here, I'm still going to do the cards for you once in a while. I haven't had time really to give much time to this channel for the past weeks, but I will try to do better in the future. Today I decided to do a channeling, simply channeling without the use of the cards. I have only selected these 4 cards for you to choose your choice basically, and I will return them and look at what's on the back. I haven't seen the cards previously, but I will return them only when I feel that I have to return them, not before. So the question of today, guys, is to find out who this person is. It could be yourself, it could be like, who are you? Or it could be somebody else that you're thinking of. It could be a lover, it could be a friend, family member, or somebody that you really have no clue about, like a person that you know but don't know. And we're gonna channel the messages that I have to give you about this person, who they are. I don't know really if it's going to be who they are or if it's just about. I'm just gonna name this video about this person because I don't really know what I'm gonna be told about them. I'm gonna let Spirit decide on that, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so these are the 4 cards in front of you, and if you want to take a deep breath and to just settle yourself and make your choice, try not to think too much before you choose on what you want, what is going to be told about this person to you. Okay, so let's go with choice number 1. Choice number 1, I'm here and I'm going to concentrate on this first card, and I'm going to try and tell you who this person is. This person, the first thing that I'm getting, it's I am getting this feeling of like having a hard time to hold on to some things. So it could be a person who has a difficulty holding on to things literally, who is a little bit nervous, who is a little bit clumsy, who might have trouble holding on to things. I'm getting also eventually a trouble speaking. There could be stutters. There could be hesitation in how to speak. It could be somebody who thinks too much. I'm right now willing to speak a lot and fast, and so it could be somebody who speaks very fast, and because they're very, very nervous. And also I'm getting that there's a lot of things going through their mind in the minute. They are very mentally stimulated and stimulating. But there is also a stress and a nervosity about these people. They are creative people, and they are people who also are, you know, they escape through your hands. It's difficult to have a hold on to them. I'm getting artists, I'm getting possibly a musician, but not only. They are artistic, creative people. They have a lot of ideas. They are very their mental is very, very powerful, and there's a lot of ideas, a lot of things going through them. But there's also this idea of like cloud. Sometimes there are so many things in the mind that they are like snapping out of it, and that they are finding themselves in a daze of sort. So there's like an alternating situation between a lot of mental activity and then a daze, like an emptiness, a sudden emptiness. It's very strange. It's very often like on and off, on and off, on and off, you know, when in their head. So it's very strange like that. They are escaping through your fingers. It's possible that you might have a hard time holding on to them, like a hard time like getting them on the phone, getting news from them, like figuring out where they are at, what they're doing, because they seem to be fleeting, just like their thoughts, just like their mind. They are probably very airy type of people, elementally speaking. They could be people that are a little bit tortured also within themselves, who are suffering from internal wounds that they might refuse to heal, that they might have a hard time looking at and healing. I see them turning their head on the right and closing their eyes at the same time, like they might have this like head movement. of like turning on the right, on the left. Why do I say right? Left, on the left, and closing their eyes suddenly, like it's like I'm getting this head movement and this eyes closing, like, oh, I don't want to look at that sort of thing. So is there something they're having a hard time looking at the moment, maybe in their life, like a past wound, a past something, a trauma that they refuse to deal with, that they refuse to handle somehow. It could be also in general, they might have like this tendency in general to escapism, to escape the need to look at important things in their life, things that maybe people point out to them, like, oh, why do you do this, why do you do that, and it's like, oh, I don't want to hear about it, I don't want to look at it, I don't want to, you know, there is this idea. They are very much in a bubble, they are very much onto themselves, but like they are butterflies, like they could be social butterflies, but somehow they show something superficial of themselves with the others, and they are very much they have a huge imaginary world and a huge creative world inside. But there is really a rushing thing, because I feel the need to speak. It's very probable that it's somebody who speaks a hell of a lot, like and you're like, oh, you just want to stop them, but they are unstoppable somehow, and they are very draining and tiring at times. They are light and bubbly and funny, but somehow there is this grievous side of them that they keep inside and they don't necessarily show. And they don't want to look at it. They don't want to assert it somehow. It's very... there's an elegant way of speech, of speaking. So they could be scholarly. They could be like loving books and loving to learn and teachings and things like that. I'm getting that they are a mix of many people also. They could have many faces. There will be one type of person with one person and another type of person with another. They are like a little bit chameleon like that. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch my breath. Is there anything else you want to tell me about this person? I'm getting a no. What am I getting a no? There's really this negation, this no, this I don't want, this. There's maybe stubborn, are they very stubborn? I'm hearing the word dreams. What more about choice number one? I'm hearing about dreams, and then I feel something in my hands. I feel weak hands. Weak hands that, like, I feel that my hands are getting weak, like if I was holding onto something I would drop it. So there might be people there might be people who have a hard time holding onto their dreams, who have a hard time. They have dreams, but they have a really hard time actually getting to them, making them real. They might drop things, like start something and drop what they started, or they hold on to a dream very strongly, and then for some reason one day they just leave it aside before they even had time to start it, or they leave it aside because it's too difficult, because they suddenly feel so weak. Because it goes with this on and off. It's like they feel really, really strong, and then suddenly they feel really, really weak, and it's like their whole life is like that. I feel so strong now and so powerful, and so I want to speak, and now I feel so weak, and I can't do and say anything anymore. Oh my god. And it's like I feel really, really motivated, and suddenly I feel so demotivated. There's really like this Russian mountains type of energy. They might feel oppressed also in this world somehow. It's a difficult word for them. It's a very oppressive word for them, because they have such a weird rhythm onto them, and the world around them is so like, seems to them so steady, but at the same time heavy. There's something like that. I can feel that I'm feeling so many sensations. I'm feeling buzz in my head. I'm feeling my arms are weak. Like they could be very sponge-like with other people, very able to actually sponge other people's energies. They can drain you, but you can also drain them easily. It's very strange. It's like everything is going through them and out of them so easily, so flowingly, but at the same time they are feeling it so intensely. It's very strange. So there's definitely a mix of air and water here, big mix of air and water, very little earth, because they are not very good at, like, you know, building shit, you know, in the matter. They are much more clever with the mind and the intuition and the emotions and stuff like that. Very dreamy type of people. I'm getting silver lining. I hear silver lining. I don't even know what a silver lining is. Isn't it like the something with clouds or whatever? I don't even know. I'm getting silver lining. If it makes any sense to you, you know, good, but I have no clue what I'm saying. I don't know what a silver lining is. Like, I know this term, silver lining, but I don't know what it actually means. But that's what I'm getting, silver lining. So I don't know how it refers to them. What is a silver lining? I don't know. Is there anything more that I should convey? No, I'm being told to turn the card. The heart. Love, affection, and joy. The heart. So yeah, there is definitely something with sensitivity and emotions there. It sort of confirms that. So maybe it's somebody you love. It could be a lover for you. Is there anything I should say about this heart? It could be somebody who loves flower, because we have flowers here. We have roses, so it could be somebody who particularly loves, like, the color pink, flower, roses, or whatever. I mean, this is obviously something I'm telling you from the card, but yeah, I don't know how it could relate. Maybe it's to do with the how they feel things. I was telling you I felt somebody very sensitive, and we have water, we have the blue around, so it could be like air, water, definitely. So it could be, so if I try to interpret the card literally, it could be that it's somebody definitely you love, or who loves you, maybe, but yeah, I don't feel I should interpret this card really, so maybe it will be a sign for you if you are listening. But yeah, I feel that's sort of all I was meant to tell you about this person. Is there like a message or something? Should I give a message, or to whoever is listening to this choice one? No, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything. I'm just feeling like you should just know who they are to maybe better understand them, or something like that. I'm not actually getting anything more for this choice. So I hope it spoke to you, and indeed maybe it will be a way for you to understand them better. There was, in what I felt, a lack of control of a situation. I felt very out of control, very like I can't really stop myself of speaking so fast and saying so many things. And so it could be like if you are like mad at them for being so, you know, over emotional or whatever, or so unstable, or that you don't understand them. Well, the only thing I can tell you is it's not really something they can control. If they tell you that they can control it, it's not a game, it's true. They will have a really hard time, like, because they have a really big lack of, they're not grounded, they are not really grounded, and they have a really, really hard time grounding themselves, so it's not actually a game for them, it's true, okay? I hope that you that this will have brought you a few answers. I'm sending you much love, and I will go now to choice number 2. Hello there, if you have done made the choice number 2, I'm gonna start channeling now the message about this person, or the message, maybe something they have to tell you, something about them, I don't know, I have no clue, so I'm just gonna just channel. The first thing I'm getting is that a contrast, I'm being told about contrast. I'm not really sure how it refers. Contrasting light, line, not light, line. Contrasting line, there is a contrasting line, so are they somebody who are like two-faced, or somebody who are like very different from one day to the other? There's something about the word line. Are they following a line? Are they following, or do they have a hard time following a line? I'm getting they have a hard time following maybe a line because they get distracted. by maybe an opposite side of themselves. They might have like two different type of characters in one person here. A very soft one and a harder one, and it could be a difficulty to, lifeline, okay. It could be a difficulty to follow a lifeline because they have two different face in them. If I was to do an allegory with comparison with like the elements in astrology, I would say they could be like fire water, or fire earth, or air water, or air earth. Like they're very opposite. There's two opposite sides of them, like that. There is a very soft, watery, airy type of side, and another one that's much more grounded and materialistic, and so they have a hard time with in their life. Maybe they have a hard time, they struggle maybe with the finances and material stuff, or on the opposite side with emotions and sensitivity, because they have a hard time marrying two oppositions in themselves. There is a contrast that is very strong inside themselves, and they have a hard time marrying this contrast. It could also be for some of you that you and them are very opposite people, and you have a hard time following the line of your story, of your friendship, of your love, because you are very, very opposite. One of you could be water, the other could be earth, for instance, or like one of you could be very emotional and the other very blunt and materialistic, for instance, or something like that. You see, there is this what else do I have to say? Yeah, there is a severity. There is one of you who is very laid back and the other very much more severe, or there is these two sides in them. What do I have to tell to people about choice 2? I'm getting tiredness, fatigue. Somebody could be very tired right now. This person could be very tired. But very resilient. I was going to say resentful. Do they have... so they might have like an internalized resentment that they are not aware of, that they don't conscientize, that they are not conscious of. A resentment, maybe they are holding on to a grudge, and they are not really even conscious that they are. And there is a fatigue also at the moment. I think they're tired at the moment. They might have a hard time waking up in the morning or sleeping at night, or there is something about them that is tired. There is a coldness. Yeah, they're holding on to something cold. They're holding on to an internal coldness. I think they have either like a they are either sad in their heart and they haven't let go of that, or they have resentment or bitterness or anger and they have not let go of that, but they don't know it. If you ask them, they're going to tell you everything is fine, and in fact they could actually feel that everything is fine, but they are not gonna... I think they don't really see it. I'm getting a sensation on my chest. It's not pressure. It's, yeah, something they have to express. It's not pressure. It's to do with heart pain. So it could be like affective grieving, like somebody that they're missing someone, or they're hurt because of a love. So either they hurt because of a love story, or they hurt because of a familial love issue, or because of love in general in their life. The issue of love could be something difficult for them. There is gravity in their face. I'm seeing eyebrows that are frowning, like a serious, like they are almost like they are struggling to live their life. There's a struggle in them. And I think it's linked to these things that are not said, to that pain that they are holding on, that coldness inside that they have a hard time letting go of. And there is really this idea of, like, on the surface, like that you would never believe. It's like you would not believe that they are suffering from anything, because they are probably a strong person. I told you, they are resilient. There is a resilience in them. Like, okay, let's go on, let's move on, let's keep going, let's go. There is like this. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be good. We're gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Things are gonna get better. There's something like that in them, but there's this thing inside that is that they're holding on to on their chest. It's just above the plexus. It's right in the, it's at the heart actually. It's at the heart. There's something about their heart. They have also, they're very compassionate, and they love deeply, and they love forever. When they love someone, they love forever. But there is also this, it's not because they love that they're gonna forgive or forget or whatever, or like they are not. It's interesting because they love very strong and very deep, but they don't let the love like hold them. I'm hearing hostage. They don't want to be held hostage by love. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, they can cut ties very quickly with people. They can quickly say stop, and once it's done, it's done. They will not go back. Or if they do go back, it will never be like before. It will not. There will always be a lot of defensiveness. Even if things get better, it will always be defensive. But I'm told also the love stays though. The love stays because they have this ability to make the difference between spiritual love and material love, physical, like in the matter. So they can cut you off very coldly and abruptly, but I will always love you though. But they will never connect with you the same way in the flesh, not in the flesh, but in the material life, like they did before. Because they have this ability. They don't need the physical expression to love somebody. They can love somebody forever. And never need them beside them. There's something like that about them. They like to write. They like to write and draw. There is writing, drawing, there is art. Yeah, writing, drawing. They like doodling. They don't really draw, they doodle. Like children. They don't really draw in such a way, like a fine drawing. That's not what I'm getting. There's something rough about it. They like to write rough and draw rough, like kids. It's not like ordered, aligned perfectly. You know, it's something rough about it. Sketchy, that's what I'm hearing. Sketchy, there's something sketchy, but it's for the fun. It's like that, and it's on the spur of the moment. It's not predicted. It cannot be like they will not like sit down and concentrate to write something. It has to happen on the moment. But when it happens, they love it, and it's very, yeah, there's something very spontaneous. I'm hearing they're spontaneous with their writing, drawing, but they're not necessarily always spontaneous with their speech, which is interesting. They order their speech, but they are spontaneous in their writing and drawing. I'm hearing the word U-turn to like go back. Are there somebody who can quickly go back in time, like from out of nowhere? They come back to something. They leave and they come back. What is with the U? Or is the letter U important? Or is the word you or U-turn? You who is listening the video, maybe U-turn. I don't know. You need to turn around, or to go back, or to, I don't know. There is a U-turn thing. They have a tendency to go back into things, to revisit, to go back to the past. Are there somebody who have a hard time maybe letting go of the past? That could go with the grudge holding. I'm hearing something about fragility, something fragile. I don't feel them as fragile, but there's something about fragile. What is fragile? Links? No. Okay, hold on a second. What is fragile? Why do you give me the fragile thing? Why do you give me the fragile thing? I'm getting the sight. I'm getting the eyes that are going, you know, when you sleep and your eyes go, I don't know, there is a term for that, there is an expression. When you sleep during the night, when you dream, your eyes, they move a lot and very, very fast. I'm getting that. Oh, fragile eyes, maybe. Do they have an eye problem, an eye issue? Do they have like an eye that moves like that sometimes, that like stutters, a stuttering eye? I don't know what that's called. Or they have fragile eyes, or maybe the way they see things is fragile. Are they able to see things in many different, from many different point of views? And so it's fragile when they hold on to a point of view because they are able to see many points of views. So maybe they can change their mind quickly about things. Does the U-turn? Maybe that's why I have a U-turn, because they can change their mind. Oh, can they be maybe perceived as a fake sometimes, or hypocritical or something, or two-faced or something like that? I was telling you contradiction in the star. Maybe because they have this ability to see from many angles, and so they will hold on to a seat. But then eventually they will turn to another seat because they'll see, oh yeah, but I can now see the positive side on that. Oh, and I can see that side too. Oh, and now I can see that side. And so it goes full circle. They go full circle, but for other people it could seem like opportunism or something like that. Interesting. I'm being told to turn the card now. Oh, King of Swords. Interesting. I was telling you there's somebody who can cut links very quickly. Oh, okay. That's interesting. King of Swords. Okay, I'm not going to interpret the card because I didn't take the cards out to really interpret them. I wanted to illustrate with them and to make you choose, but that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was just telling you they're able to go full circle on things, to see many different angles. That's one of the characteristic of the King of Swords. The King of Swords is absolute maturity when it comes to the mind and the way to think and reflect on things. So yeah, that's interesting. And their logic can be tinted of that then. I'm getting looking at this card, I think they are defensive towards you. I don't know who you are to them. But there is this idea of like they have old files about you, like it's almost like they know things about you, they know something about you, or you have a story, a history, a story with them. But there's this idea of like, I could anytime. Be careful, basically, don't come too close. That's sort of what I'm getting here. I look peaceful, I'm sitting down, you know, and for some reason I feel these are hair. I see this as hair and the top of a head, and it's like he's sitting on the top. Oh, sorry, you can see actually. He's sitting at the top of a head. So is there a hat? Is it somebody who likes to wear a hat? And it's like under my hat, there is something very firm and very severe. That's also the crown chakra. So there's this ability, this connection with the ether. So it could also be somebody who's very spiritual, but I'm thinking of the heart. So it could be somebody who is very spiritual and very connected to the ether, but is also hiding it. It's possible you don't really know it, or you don't see it, or they don't say it, because they're very defensive about it. And they're protecting fiercely this information about them. There's something growing here. So maybe they're developing their abilities, or they're working at things. I don't know, there is something here. Okay, anyway, I'm told to stop now, so I hope that you enjoyed this reading, choice number 2. Sending you much love. If you want am I going to be able to find my words? If you want to have a guidance with me, a private guidance, I think that I put it under the video. There is my email, so please do send me a mail and we can discuss details. Much love to you. Bye bye. Hi there, choice number 3. So let's go for your channeling. So what am I going to tell you about this person? The first thing that I wanted to say is matter. I think it's somebody who might be chubby. Or a little bit chubby, or a little bit like it's somebody who has either a physical chubbiness, or it could be also that they are they hold on to a lot inside. They have a lot of information inside. So it could be a person who is very knowledgeful, very cultivated. They see stuff in stuff. They see. I think it could be someone who likes to see signs in things. They like to like observe stuff and see in whatever they observe. They have the ability to see in a. I don't know, like they will look at an object and they will see another thing in it, or they will make of it something else. It's very strange. It could be also with events. They could be like the conspiracy theory type of person. I hope I'm not gonna get my videos stricken for that, for those words. But yeah, they could be this type of person who go seek things where we don't obviously see them. I'm not saying that these theories are either wrong or false. This is not a political page, so I will not state my opinions on these things. But this person could be that type of person. Rightfully so or wrongfully so, but they could be that type of person. I'm getting the research. They like to search and research. They like to investigate. They like to. I'm getting decorticate. I don't even know if it's a normal word. Decorticate. It's like when you open a nut. You open a nut to find what's inside, to get the nut and eat it. It's possible also that it's somebody who really likes money. And no judgment on that one either. It could be somebody who really likes money, who likes pretty things, nice things, luxurious things, who likes... but it's not so much it's funny because it's funny. It is what it is, but it's not so much. I have so many things. It's not so much because of the love of money, but it's because they like fine stuff. They like fine things, and they like fine people, fine wine, fine decoration. There is maybe a test for garden sales. You know, like buying old things. Like old lamps and old mirrors and old whatever, you know, piece of art, or like vintage things. So what I was getting here is like I hear myself somehow, and I hear that I'm constantly justifying what I'm saying. It's like I'm saying, oh, about conspiracy, oh, I'm not gonna take part on that, and then, you know, and it could be somebody like that who is very neutral. And who wants to stay neutral, I'm getting the Libra, interesting, who wants to stay neutral, who wants to be good with everyone, but it's not like, it's not about wanting to be loved so much, it's more about, because I feel there's somebody quite original actually, but it's more about not wanting to take part in arguments. They don't want to be in arguments. They don't want to be with people who shout and scream and argue and defend, and you know, it's tiring them, and they think it's totally pointless. It's pointless. They like they like to write with maybe old pens or like feathers, like quills. I think the name is quill. I think they like to write with feathers, or they like feathers, or there's something about feathers, and there's something about writing. I think they might like poetry and old writers and stuff like that. They are very romantic. They love love. They love love, really. They love to love. And I'm getting, I love to love. Na 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 na. Oh, I love to love. Sorry, but I'm getting this song in my head, and you will note that it's vintage. I don't know, but I'm getting that. They also like games. I think they like card games, dice games, old games. Everything old, really. There's something about being vintage and old-fashioned. I don't think they are necessarily old-fashioned on them, though, the way they dress or whatever, but I think they have definitely a sense of style that is very much them. And yeah, I'm definitely getting some Libra here. I'm getting Scorpio also somehow. Yeah, there is something about aesthetics and fine stuff, and there's a Taurus that comes through with the fine old shit I'm getting. Vintage cars also is coming to my mind. So is there anything else? Because it's turning a lot about... they could be like a superficial side of them, though they might have a hard time going into deep stuff. They could be speaking about things like that, a lot of like, you know, music, vintage, whatever. Like it's difficult to it seems difficult for them to get into deeper things. Why is that? Why am I feeling that? Because it brings arguments, and they don't like arguments. I think they don't want to argue. I think that they're really, at all costs, they don't want to argue. I'm getting that it's possible that in their family there was a lot of deep talk and it was a lot of fighting over it, maybe politics or shit like that, and they don't like it. It might bring back all memories that they don't like. Yeah, see, I'm hearing it, like, let's change subject. Okay, let's go to another subject. There is something very fun and bubbly about this person. I think they're a really good friend to be around. Not necessarily for advice, because they don't really want to speak about deep shit, but they're actually bubbly and fun. I think they're fun to be around because they're fun to be around, simply. For the superficial side of life. I'm not saying they don't have an internal world that is more deeper, but they don't really share it. I don't think they like to go there too often, honestly. They have a tendency also, when they think about deeper things, they think about themselves, and that bothers them. They have a hard time looking at themselves. Yeah, they like to hide in the dark. When it comes to them and their deep self, they hide. They have a hard time looking at who they really are deep down, and that could be a problematic for them, but they don't care, because they don't see it as an end in itself to find out about yourself. They are one of those people who don't considering that knowing yourself is of great matter. It's like, well, we're gonna be dead one day, and so who cares, you know? There's really a sense of that sense of mentality of like, oh, I'm gonna die one day, I don't give a shit, you know, some sort of, yeah. There's definitely this lightness of, you know, they are somebody who they probably have a really nice voice, and it's probably very nice to hear them, to listen to them. Very, very nice. Fun. There's always this fun that comes. They might have a fun voice, a fun, light type of voice like that, you know. But there is definitely a deeper side of them. There is a darker shade of them, but it's very secretive, and I feel like even I can't really go there somehow. It's like hermetic, so they could be like into hermetism, hermetic type of thoughts, point of views or whatever, but it's like it's hermetically sealed. It's like you can't get there. It's like a no. There's a no there. We don't go there, some sort of thing. Okay, I'm told to turn the card now. Six of Cups. Well, there you go. So much for fun, and so much for fun to be around, and somebody reading a book. That's interesting. Yeah, we have the teacher scenario here a little bit. So they could be teachers, literally, or somebody who can teach you a lot of things. But yeah, it's interesting. I would like to ask Spirit, is there like something I should say to whoever listens to this choice about this person, that this person might want to tell them or something? The thing that comes here, like spontaneously, is I know a lot more than you think I know. I'm a lot deeper than you think I am. So there could be issues with this person of like, they might feel like people don't know that they're deep, but the thing is they don't show it, so it's difficult to find out. Because it's very, but there's almost this little, you see what I'm seeing on this face right there? It's almost like this little grin, like, haha, you think I'm stupid? Well, you know, you don't know, you know, you think I'm dumb, think again, think twice, you know, sort of. So they might look a bit silly like that, but maybe they're not. Or I'm getting also, it could be that they think they know a lot, but they might not. So you don't really know, because they don't show, you see. They don't show, so you can't know really. It's very complicated to figure out. Interesting. Yeah, it's almost like sometimes I'm alone, and when I'm alone, I do things that you have no idea that I'm doing, sort of thing. You know, maybe I study, maybe I learn about shit, I go deep into things when I'm alone. Well, of course, because when they're with other people, they don't want to argue, so they don't speak about it. Well, that's sort of that's what I'm getting for you here. So I hope that that speaks to you somehow. So it's interesting, because I didn't really know what was going to happen before I started the readings, but I understand from the three first choices that it's more about telling you who this person is really. So that's what I'm gonna stick with. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like a private guidance with me, you can find my email address, I believe, under the video in the description. We'll be happy to hear from you. I can do that in English, of course, and I can tell you all the conditions. Much love to you. See you soon, maybe. Bye-bye. Idea choice number 4. Okay, so the very first thing that I felt when I, put the card down is wow. I felt wow, and I don't know why I felt wow, because I didn't see the card, of course, because it wouldn't be, fair if I did that. So I didn't see the card. I will turn it over when I'm told that I can turn it over, okay? But I had this sense of wow. So it could be somebody who is either very beautiful, very attractive, physically, or they do something, or they hold on to something inside of them. I don't know. They have an ability or knowledge or whatever, or that is wow. That people would go like, wow. So it could be charisma, it could be beauty, it could be mastering something, but there's a wow there. That's the first thing I had is wow. Okay, what I'm getting now is be careful with the wow though, because there is okay, that's not so nice, but I'm gonna say it anyway because that's what comes. It could be like in appearance, it's very wow, but it's not worthy. It's not worth as much as one would think it is. So there, I see 2 scenarios here, 2 possibilities. Possibility number 1 is you think they are maybe beautiful or whatever, but if you saw them in person, maybe they have tons of makeup, and when they take it off, it's not so great. Or it could be, it's an example, huh? But or it could be that they think they're shite. And why do I say shite? That's very Irish, isn't it? Do they have Irish blood or Irish descent or whatever? Or are they Irish? Because that's what you say in Ireland or England, or Irish, English, or Scotland. I think Scottish, like shite. That's strange. So they might think they're shite. In truth, maybe like they're admired by people, but they think they're crap. Or people admire them for this or that reason, but maybe there is a fakeness about it. Because I'm hearing the word plastic. Why do I hear plastic? Is it because it's about their plastic, their physical appearance, or maybe they have like fillers or whatever, like boobs, fake whatever. There is something that is very like wow, but in fact it's not so wow. So it could be that it is really wow, but they think it's not, or they think it's wow, you think it's wow, but in fact it's not. I don't know. There's something about that. Interesting. Okay, I get the sign of Cancer Scorpio, but I'm getting more Scorpio somehow. Okay, interesting. So, yeah, reflection, reflects. I'm getting the words reflect, reflection, Scorpio, darkness, something black, something dark. Interesting. Glitters. I think they like glitters. They like stuff that shines, maybe. Or they shine like a bright light. No, what is the song? I'm getting that song from what's her name? What's the Rihanna? Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. I'm getting that. Shine bright. So maybe they love Rihanna, or they think they shine bright like a diamond, or you do. But it's like there's something fake about it. I don't know what it is. I have a pain in my belly right now. It's in my, where is it? Right above my belly button. So is there something that they cannot stomach about themselves, or there's something you cannot stomach about them? Why am I being so much directed about shit like that? What is it? Is it that they don't love themselves at all, or you love them but it's fake, or what is it? What is it with that? Okay, let me just rearrange myself. See? Okay, let me just reconcentrate, because I'm feeling disturbed about the whole thing. Well, there's something very like it's like there's somebody who look at themselves a lot. It's almost too much. Are they very self-conscious? And I'm getting that they might blame the sky a lot, like why this, why that, oh my God, why, why did you do this to me, why did this? But like at God, there's almost like a, sorry, well, there are definitely things that needs to be brought out of them. What is it like that they are mad at God because of what? Because or maybe they want to shine like a diamond and they want to be beautiful and great, and they don't feel they are, or something like that. I don't know. There is something about value. There is something about fake and true. And there is something about why, like there is this unfairness, this sense of, it's like they feel like it's unfair, that they are like they are, or they can't, maybe that, I don't know, that they have this position, or that people think that of them, I don't know, there's something unfair. Yeah, there is something about balancing, and there is something about, so I have musicians here who are very bitchy when they make music. Somehow I have this energy of like, it's not like that, it's not like, it's not right, it's not correct, it's not, you know. Oh, what is it? Is there, I'm getting something, hold on. The true what? I'm being told about a sound, about a note that is like a note, I don't know, the true note, it's relating to music, to accords or notes or lines, or the true sound, or the true, I don't know, there's something, it's like a P number but for music. There's like a symbolic note, chord, line, accord, I don't know nothing about playing music. I love music, but I know shit about playing it or whatever. So if you know, if that makes sense for you, so maybe they're looking for that. They're looking for that very precise sound. And they are bitchy about it. They bitch about it when they try to record an album or record the music. They bitch because it's never right, it's never true, it's never. There's something like that. I don't know. I'm getting a bit of a diva energy. I'm getting a bit of a like, oh my god, it's never good enough, never right enough, blah 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 blah. And yeah, I'm getting a bit of a bitchy attitude, bitchy energy. Like not easy for people around, basically. Okay, to handle. Okay. Is there anything else for choice 4? Yeah, victory. There's somebody who wants to win. They want to win. There is a winner spirit here. Like, I want to win. I want to be the best. I want to be the top. I want to be... there's a perfectionism there, but there's also a tyranny that goes with it. I'm losing the... Hold on a second. I'm trying to reconcentrate. What else do I have to say to pile 4 about this person? There is a profound sadness. I think that it's somebody who, when they are alone and in the quiet moment, I think they despair. They despair because they are... okay, I get it. I'm hearing I am my own tyrant. Because they cannot help but wanting something specific. I'm not sure what it is, but they want to get to a place, a specific place, and it's like it drives them insane that they can get there, and so they sort of like reflect this on others. I'm getting the music thing for some reason, but it could be anybody. It's not necessarily just musicians, but it's in their work somehow, in what they do. They endlessly think it's not enough somehow. There's never enough. There's this idea of like... And there's always a thing that bothers them. It's like there's always this dark spot somewhere. You know, there's always this imperfection. I'm getting also in people, they have a keen eyes also to spot imperfection. Like even if they have the most beautiful person in front of them, they're still gonna find something that is not right. I'm getting physically mostly. And then they can't take their eyes off it. Once they see it, they just can't take their eyes off it. It's ruining everything. It's terrible. But it's like they say it's like a plague for them because they see it in themselves too. because they connect it. It's almost like I'm getting, they make the connection, they connect dots. So like if they see one imperfection in something or someone or somewhere, then it's like there is an invisible line that goes from that dot to another and another and another, and then more and more black dots come up, and then what seemed so beautiful and perfect seems actually completely ugly and disgusting. It's really extreme, and it's like, ooh, I don't want to be in this person's shoes. I mean, I'm in the energy right now, and it's very uncomfortable. It's like, it's like gooey. It's gooey, sort of, you know. And I don't think they know how to get away from that stuff. It's like, because they are so microscopic, I'm getting the microscopic. They might feel microscopic, they might feel tiny, and they want to shine, they want to be the diamond, and so everything is microscopic. Their own vision of things, the way they look at things is microscopic, and it's tyrannical because of that, because it's like, it's this microcosm thing. It's like it starts from tiny and it goes to huge, and it's like then they feel eaten alive, and they feel it's like swallowing them whole, and it's like, oh, it's horrible. Oh my God. Okay, I'm being told turn the card. What do I have? Six of Pentacles. Okay, why Six of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles is about, okay, interesting. I see that there are 6 pentacles that are like the light pentacles, and then the dark pentacles. So there's this idea of like black and white, as above, so below, and so on. All these things, you know, the polarities and blah blah blah. Yeah, there is, and again, see, there is this thing on the surface, it looks beautiful, but inside, you know, up above, it looks shiny and beautiful, but inside, deep down inside. And look, oh my God, I was telling you about black spots. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's all evil, you know, and black spots. And on the surface, it's like, oh, angel, not this one, mind you. Oh yeah, this it is, yeah. Angel, and little sparks, you know, and then dark, you know. Wow, okay. So it could be really somebody who has a hard time, my God, okay, balancing their dark and their light, and balancing the shadow and the light, but being fair also, I'm hearing here. And maybe a hard time with their darkness also, huh? Oh my God. Huh. Okay. Well, is there a message from that person to you? Is there anything I should say? Not really. It's like I said it all, sort of. I'm not really... Oh, I'm seeing the Scorpio. I'm seeing the Scorpio tail. Look at that. Look at that. The plant. How it goes like a Scorpio tail with the sting. Oh my God, this is so crazy. So it could really be a Scorpio, actually. I don't think this card necessarily relates to the sign of Scorpio, but it could really be a Scorpio. And I'm being told right now, this looks like a tiny little leaf that's being born. Like there's, again, this idea of like fragility, sweetness and all that. But in fact, it's a Scorpio sting. Oh my God. And I'm being told also, and what looks like what could look on the surface as a Scorpio sting would be something very tender and gentle, actually. So there's an inversion with this person. That behind, basically what she shows, the truth, the deep truth is the opposite. That's sort of what I'm getting. When they look, all happy and fine, and oh, yeah, la, la, you know, oh, I love you, da da da. Well, it could be that inside they're like, oh, I can't stand you. And when they look like distant or like they don't care, it could be that inside they actually care for you. Or something like that. They could be literally like this... I don't need to show you when I love you, basically. I know it within myself, so I don't need to show it. But when I show it, I don't really care for you much. You know, there's something like that. Oh boy. Okay, so, well, I hope it makes sense to you. I'm sending you much love. If you would like to have a consultation with me, a private consultation, you can contact me by the email address that is in the description of the video. And if not, I would appreciate a like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'm sending you much love. Bye.